name is Plamen, and again, you are with our weekly forecast for the upcoming week. Of course, as usual, we are going to take a look at the news, what to expect from the news, and when it's suitable for trading and when it's not. Also, we are going to take a look at the charts, and we are going to tell you our opinion of what we think is going to happen on the currency pairs that we trade. So, without further ado, let's begin. And let's start as usual with the news. Let's check the weekly forecast. Okay, on Monday there are holidays for the Canada and the United States, so there are not a lot of movements expected for the currency pairs with the Canadian dollar and the US dollar. And as we can see now, we have a German manufacturing PMI. This is an important news, so probably there's gonna be some movements with the euro. Later today, we have the manufacturing PMI. This is a very important news for the British pound, so you have to be careful. And we have for the US dollar ISM manufacturing PMI. On Tuesday, also there is a holiday for the United States, the Independence Day. And we have a very important news for the Australian dollar, which is the interest rate decision for July. And as you can see, the previous was 4.10%. Now the forecast is about to be 4.35%, and probably this will bring a very huge movement with the Australian dollar. So you have to be careful. If you have any trades with the Australian dollar, you have to secure them or you can close them if they're in profits, because at these news there are a lot of manipulations that happen, as you know, and probably will make strong movements up and down, and probably if you have small stop losses they're gonna be hit. So my advice is to close your trades if they're in profit and to trade after this news came up. On Wednesday, there is only one news that we can see. This is the FOMC meeting minutes. These meetings usually make good movements, and a lot of manipulations also happen here, so you have to be careful. On Thursday and Friday, as you can see, there are only news for the US dollar, and there is gonna be a massacre, as we say. It is the ADP non-farm payrolls on Thursday, the initial jobless claims, the services PMI, and also the ISM non-manufacturing PMI, the JOLT's job openings, and Friday you can see the non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. You can see the previous non-farm payrolls, it was 339K, and the forecast is about to be 225K. This is more than 100,000 difference, so it's gonna be very interesting. Okay, guys, this is for the news, the economic calendar for this week. You have to be careful mostly with the US dollar. Okay, now let's move to the charts and let's see what to expect. Okay, let's start with the euro dollar and let's see what we expected last week. The picture was on the 4-hour time frame and the price was over here. We expected that the price will come back down to this volume right here on this low and it will make an up movement. What the price didn't exactly reach the volume right there, but first it went up and now it's making some down movements. And what we can see on the higher time frame. On the higher time frames, there is a clear up movement. Now the price is making a retracement and it reached level 50 of the Fibonacci retracement. The expectations here that probably it will go a little bit down first. It will hit again the levels of Fibonacci, and from here with the candlestick formation, of course, we can enter in some long positions. We can expect some up movement of the price because here we can see we have a very good divergency that may happen. Also, breakout on the RSI indicator can happen, and a third consecutive point on the daily trend line. This on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, it's a little bit different because you can see now after this side movement here, we have a down movement, down impulse wave for retracement, another down movement which breaks the previous low, and now this is like a consecutive point for short positions. And there are some chances that the price will make a down movement, and if it breaks this trend line, probably we can see some retracement to retest the trend line, a new down movement. This on the 4-hour time frame. But as you know, now it's a summertime and the charts are moving pretty much better on the higher time frames, on the daily one. So we expect the price to continue to go up. It will may reach the volume right here and the trend line and to see some up movement from here, something like this. But you have to be careful because, as you know, there are a lot of news for the US dollar this week, and probably the price will make some side movement right here. And in Thursday and Friday, there's gonna be a very strong movement. Okay, let's move to pound dollar. Let's see the picture from the last week. And the price was right here. We expected, here we had a very strong volumes right there, and we expected the price to reach the volume and to see some up movement. Now you can see that the price made a down movement. Here was the volume profile, and here the price made some side movement right here. Now what we can expect for the upcoming week? If we take a look on the daily time frame, this is the hour from the last week, and the price is making exactly what we expected. This retracement now has reached level 50 on Fibonacci, and we also have a very good candlestick pattern, which is the morning star, and we expect the price to make exactly what this arrow is pointing. From here to see very good up movement, and there is a good chance the price first, if we take a look on the lower time frame, to see some down movement to this zone right here, because on the 1-hour time frame we have some demand zone, and if it reach here, this zone, we are gonna take some long positions and we are gonna expect a very strong up movement to break these highs over here and to continue to the next daily level, which is at around 1.31600. This is what we think is going to happen on the pound US dollar. As you can see, there is also a divergence here on the daily time frame, and there is a good chance that we may see a breakout on the RSI indicator. Now let's move to pound yen, to euro yen first. And this is from the last week. It was on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Last week we expected two things. First, we saw a potential for a double top here. Right? This is the pattern, but the price didn't break this neckline, and we expected if the price didn't break the neckline to continue to go up. And as you can see, the price from here started to make an up movement. Right there, this is the 4-hour trend line. And now, what we can expect for the upcoming week? If we take a look on the daily time frame, we are pretty high on the charts. This weekly level at 159, this is from, let's see, I think more than 10 years. Yeah, it is the last reach from September 2008, 15 years. So Euro yen and pound yen are pretty high on the charts. They're overbought. And we expect any moment from here to see some trend reversal pattern and to see a very strong down movement. On the daily time frame, there is nothing clear yet. There is a strong impulse wave, and there is a good chance that the price here can to make a strategy of trading breakouts. If it break this high over here, we can expect some up movement to the weekly level. On the 4-hour time frame, there is a third consecutive point on the 4-hour trend line right here, and there is a good chance the price to continue to go up to the level, some trend reversal pattern, and then to see some down movement, something like this. This is what we think is gonna happen on the euro to Japanese yen. Also, you have to watch pound to Japanese yen as well because they're in very good correlation. And let's take a look at the pound to Japanese yen. Let's see the picture from the last week. This is the picture. And the price was right here. We expected that the price will make a stronger retracement to hit this volume right here on this candle, this very good demand zone right here, and we are gonna see some up movement after that. Well, the price didn't reach this zone, but still made an up movement as we expected. Okay, what we think is gonna happen for the upcoming week? Again, pound yen is overbought, but there is still a 2015 high which is not reached yet. So there is a good chance the price here to make some retracement first, to retest this level and to see some up movement to the 2015 high. And if we see something like this, probably we can see some, I don't know, double top pattern on or head and shoulders pattern, and there we are gonna expect some very strong down movement, something like this. Of course, there is a daily trend line here, and probably we can see some pushback as well, but this is for the upcoming weeks. Probably it's not gonna happen this week, so we have to wait. On the 4-hour time frame, let's see what we have here. On the 4-hour time frame, now we have an impulse wave, a retracement, and the price is starting to make another impulse wave. So we can make a new trend line here, something like this. And if the price continues to go up, probably we can expect some retracement, a consecutive point, and to see a very strong up movement after that. It is not pretty much clear what is gonna happen on the pound to Japanese yen and euro to Japanese yen, so probably we are gonna wait for some clear movements and some clear impulse wave and retracement, and after these movements we are gonna enter in some short or long positions, some trades. Okay, euro to Australian dollar. Let's take a look last week what we expected. Euro to Australian dollar. Where was that? Okay, the price was right here. We said we have a very good zone right here on this highs. There is. But also we had a supply zone right after this tops right here, this highs. And we expected the price to make a pushback from this zone or to the supply zone and to see some down movement. And as you can see, the price broke this highs with a little and it pushed back from the supply zone. And now it's making a very good retracement after this strong impulse wave. Okay, for the next week, if we take a look on the daily time frame, this is a very good impulse wave, and now the price is making a retracement. The first option is the price to continue to go down to retest this weekly level. It will match with the levels of Fibonacci, and with the confirmation, probably it's gonna be a new up movement, very strong impulse wave. Probably it will break this high and this high as well. But on the 4-hour time frame, the situation it's different. We have a strong impulse wave here, a retracement. Now the price is reaching level 61 on the Fibonacci retracement, and it is making a retest on this daily trend line. So here, if we see some candlestick formation, some pattern, engulfing candle, or not a morning star, probably engulfing candle, there is gonna be some up movement right away. This is the expectation on the 4-hour time frame. It is different on the daily one, but you have to wait for candlestick formation and after that to enter in some trades. Also, tomorrow, as I said, there are news for the Australian dollar, so be patient, and my advice is to trade after the news come up. This is for euro to Australian dollar. Let's move to pound to Australian dollar. And let's see what we had last week. Okay. The situation was pretty much the same. And here we have a very good volume. A lot of volumes right here. We expected the price. Okay. We expected the price to make two things. First, if we see a pushback from this zone right here, what is happening? Okay. If we see a pushback from the zone, probably we could see some very strong movement downwards. And here the price reached the zone and made movement, but was not very strong. And after that, it break this high right here, and there is a new impulse wave. Okay, what are the options for the upcoming week? After this strong impulse wave, the price has reached levels of Fibonacci, level 61, and now it is in some kind of side movement. As you can see here, we have a new 4-hour trend line, and if we see here some engulfing candle, probably the price will make an up movement that will break this previous high right here. But if the price breaks this 4-hour trend line and makes a retest, we are gonna have a new down impulse wave, a retracement, and probably we'll see some good down movement as well, because pound Australian dollar is also at the weekly level, very strong weekly level, and there is also a chance to see some trend reversal pattern. If this is a left shoulder, probably this will be a head, and if the price breaks here, there is a good chance that this will be a head shoulders pattern, and we are gonna see some strong down movements. Euro to New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look at the picture from the last week. Okay, this is the picture from the last week. We expected nothing from euro to New Zealand dollar and pound to New Zealand dollar because it was not clear what they're doing. This was a side movement and there was no impulse waves or good retracement. So let's move on for this week, what we can expect. On the higher time frames, on the daily one, we can see this very good impulse wave, a retracement, another impulse wave, very strong, and there is a good chance the price to reach this daily trend line, and it will match with the levels of Fibonacci. Also, probably some divergence may happen, and from here, with the confirmation, we are gonna enter in long positions to the next weekly level, which is around 1.82. But on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that After this strong impulse wave, now the price has made very good retracement and it reached level 78.6 on the Fibonacci retracement. This tells us that probably this impulse wave is over and there is a good chance the price that to make a new impulse wave, a retracement, and to see some down movement. But here, this candle right there is a point of interest, and there is also a chance the price to make an up movement, to see a pushback from this candle right here, and to see the expected up movement. But you have to wait for a confirmation with the candlestick. Probably this looks like an that the price is making a morning star, this good down movement, this is a strong down candle, this is something like a doji, and here if we see some up candle, a bullish candle, there is a good chance the price to continue to go up. Of course, there is also a chance if it breaks the trend line, as I said, to see a retracement and a new down movement. This is to euro to New Zealand dollar. Let's move to pound to New Zealand dollar. I don't think we have an, yeah, we have a picture right there. Okay, here the price has made a impulse wave, a retracement, and we said that there is a good chance the price to make a new high, new impulse wave upwards. And as you can see, the price made a strong up movement. Now it's making a retracement, but pretty much as the euro to New Zealand dollar, it reached level 78.6 on the Fibonacci retracement, and there is a good chance that this is not a retracement, but this is a new down movement, down impulse wave. But still, here we have a 4-hour trend line, and here we have a very good demand zone. There it is. We may see some pushback from this zone right there, because we have a divergence here, and there is a chance the price to make a breakout on the RSI indicator, and here if we see some candlestick formation, probably we can expect some up movements. First to this high over here, and second to the 2020 high, which is around 2.100. This is pound to New Zealand dollar. On the daily time frame, there is not clear on the daily time frame. This is an impulse wave. Also, probably this is a whole impulse wave right there. This time on the 4-hour time frame, it is much clearer than the daily time frame. Of course, if the price breaks this low over here, probably this will be a new down movement, new impulse wave. We can see a retracement and another down movement. And let's take a look at the gold. Let's see the picture from the last week. It was on 4-hour time frame. Let me just see. To US dollar 28. Right here. Thursday, Friday. Something is happening here. I can't see the candle. Let me just take a look at the 1-hour time frame. Hmm. Okay. The price was over here. Okay. So we expected after this strong impulse wave the price to make a deeper retracement to the levels of Fibonacci and then to see a down movement. Well, it didn't reach levels of Fibonacci, but it made a down movement anyway. There it is. Okay, now, what are the options for upcoming week? As you can see, after this strong down movement, now the price is making a retracement. But we have a higher high than the previous one, so this tells us that probably we can see some up movement from now on. And if we take a look on the 1 hour time frame, we expected a flux strategy right here, but now the price is reaching levels of Fibonacci, so this strategy is not working anymore. I'm gonna delete this. And as you can see, now it's making a third consecutive point on the trend line, and also it is reaching level 50 on Fibonacci retracement, so this tells us that probably the price will make an up movement from here with a good candlestick formation. This is a pin bar, so we can expect from here to see some up movement. Also, there is a good chance that the price will reach a demand zone, which is this candle right here. And if we see some false breakout on this trend line, we are gonna see a pushback from the demand zone and the up movement. This is what we think is going to happen on the gold to US dollar. As you know, it is a very volatile instrument, so we have to trade it on lower time frames, which is the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frames. Okay, guys, this is for today's analysis. I hope you like it, and if you do, you can click the like button and share this video with your friends so more people to see our analysis. And take care. I'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.